Hi Scorpios, and welcome to your timeless relationship profile reading. This is the Dream Medium. Welcome to my channel. So this reading is for Scorpios, Sun, Moon, or Venus. We're going to be talking about what happened in the past, what is happening presently, and what will happen in the future between you and your love interest. So I'm just going to go ahead and shuffle the cards, past, present, and future reading for Scorpio and their love interest. Past, present, and future reading for Scorpio and their love interest. Ooh, let's do that again. Past, present, and future reading for Scorpio and their love interest. What happens in the past, what's happening presently, what will happen in the future between Scorpio and their love interest. All right, this is the one. Let's see. So this is your past. You have the World. You have the Two of Pentacles. You have the Two of Swords. This is your present. You have the Four of Pentacles, Nine of Swords, and the Queen of Swords. And then we're just going to put your future spread over here to the side. We will talk about your future once we're done talking about your past and your present. So starting with the present, okay? Starting with your past, I'm sorry. The top three cards represents what happens in the past. So, like I said, you have the World card, Two of Pentacles, and the Two of Swords. Starting with the World card, let's pull out some clarity. Three of Cups. Let's see. Ooh, Six of Cups. Someone here was absolutely torn between a past lover and a new lover. That is like bingo. That's really what we're going to be focusing on. That's the message that I am hearing. Why do I say that? Because the World card, I see this as a person who's like on the borderline, okay? They know that they have a new beginning awaiting, but there's just like something about their past that they can't seem to let go of or heal from. I'm hearing uncertainty, curiosity. So this could have been you, or it could have been your person of interest, Scorpio. This is a relationship profile reading, so I'm going to be picking up on, you and your person's energy. So if I say that you did something and you know that it was your person who did it, you can flip the energies can be reversed pretty much. But yeah, this is definitely the energy of the partner who was so indecisive. Like they knew very well. It's like they knew that logically the right thing to do was to move forward and try to start a new beginning elsewhere and with someone else. But it's like something from their past that they just could not let go of. They were still curious about a particular person from their past. They were uncertain about if they should have stayed with that person from their past, or they were just confused, okay? In clarity of the World, you do have the Three of Cups. That's like double the confirmation that the energy of this partner here, whether this was you or your love interest, they were certainly going back and forth between two people. All right. And so the Three of Cups typically represents a third party situation. Yes, it can represent a celebration, but considering the surrounding cards and considering what the Three of Cups is clarifying, this is nothing to celebrate about. This is certainly a third party situation here. The thing about it is the energy of this partner, like, I feel like this person didn't mean any harm, but they did cause harm because of their indecision, I do feel like this partner that's carrying this Three of Cups and the World card energy, they were they, it's like they did like the new person. They cared about the new person. They were very fond of the new person, but it was their inability to heal and move forward completely from their past that caused them to juggle the new person with the person from their past, okay? In clarity of that world card, you also have the Six of Cups. So the Six of Cups is all about the past, reminiscing about someone from the past, wanting to reunite with a person from your past. That is why typically the Six of Cups does represent a reunion, all right? So I really feel like because this partner was unable to forgive or heal or move on from their past, they ended up not fully going towards that new beginning, but they ended up reuniting with a person from their past, okay? So Scorpio, like I said, this could have been you who did that. Maybe, you were juggling a new person, a new lover with a past lover, and you kind of like felt that temptation and you reunited with the past person. Or Scorpio, your love interest could have been the one to do that, okay? Two of Pentacles. Clarify the Two of Pentacles. You have the Ace of Swords. Ooh, this first card really wants to come out, the Hierophant. Let's pull out one more. The Hermit. So the Two of Pentacles is indecision. This is a person who was juggling. I know we already clarified that, but the Two of Pentacles is just like double the confirmation that there was someone here, either you or your person. This is still the energy of this person here that we just spoke to. The Two of Pentacles is also their energy, where they were juggling, they were indecisive. And remember how I literally just said, it's not that this person meant harm, because they really did like both partners. They were, especially the new person, they were growing, becoming to really love the new person, but it was like that temptation from the past. I think the problem here is that this specific person, this partner, had unfinished business with someone from their past, and that's why they fell in that temptation. But in clarity of the Two of Pentacles, you do have the Ace of Swords. All right. So I feel like with the Ace of Swords, honestly, Scorpio, this could also resonate for those of you where like maybe someone from your past came back. Maybe your person chose to like let go of you, but then they ended up coming back and deserting the new person that they were trying to pretty much leave you for. But with the Ace of Swords here, the Ace of Swords represents something that's worth fighting for, right? Something that's worth fighting for. And so regardless of the pain, the heartbreak, this is really a person who's putting the connection on a high pedestal, all right? In clarity of the Two of Pentacles, let's see, the Hierophant came out. So it's just saying that, yes, this partner did completely choose their past over their new lover, because they felt like that past connection, that past lover was just something that was worth the pain, worth the drama of leaving their new person. The Hierophant here is saying that this person, typically people seek the Hierophant for advice, for counseling. I really feel like this person kind of reevaluated the situation, and they reflected on the past and how much they really do love that past person. So they had a change of mind. Yeah, I feel like this is going to resonate with either Scorpio. Perhaps you found out that your love interest is leaving you or left you for an ex, or Scorpio, you are the past lover that your person chose over their new person. All right. So the hermit's also clarifying that two of pentacles, right? So the hermit, think of like a hermit crab, a person who is isolating from everybody else. They're isolating themselves. They're not really communicating or expressing how they feel, but they're doing a lot of thinking. Excuse me. They're doing a lot of thinking. And so with the hermit here, I do feel like this is the energy of the partner who was juggling, where it hurt them having to hurt other people. You know, like they really caused a chaotic situation with having two love interests. And so this is them pretty much realizing that perhaps they were never meant to leave their past lover, and that they did make a mistake. But unfortunately, they ended up hurting someone, you know, because of that mistake that they made, or hurting two people, you and the new person. Two of Swords. So there we go again with the two, right? Two of Swords. This is someone who's trying to make a decision, but they're struggling to because they feel like they don't have all the information that they need. Clarify the Two of Swords. So in clarity of the Two of Swords, you do have the Empress. Okay, so I feel like your love interest, Scorpio, if you are the past lover that they couldn't get over, they're seeing you, or at least in the past, they saw you as the Empress. They just saw you as more stable. They just felt like you and them had more in common. But it's also because of the foundation of this connection where there's already a past. Okay, you and them already have a history. So that's an advantage that they really couldn't see with the new person. Or if you are the new person that got left, if your person left you for someone in their past, they were still viewing their past lover as an Empress because, you know, they have more history. There's a past between them and the past lover. And so them viewing the past lover as an Empress, the Empress typically is a nurturer, okay? She provides stability to others. And I just feel like there's this sense of familiarity that this particular love interest had with their past lover because of all the time or the years that they were with their past lover, where after they left their past lover, their life just didn't feel the same, you know, because they're so familiar with her. They're so familiar with that past lover. You know, it's almost like they viewed their past lover as home. That's like all they've ever known. And so it's quite unfortunate. It's a really heartbreaking situation where you have a person who tried to move on too quickly. They got into a new connection without completely moving on from a previous connection. And situations like this happens all the time. In clarity of the Two of Swords, you do have I believe it was the Hangman that came out first. So the Hangman is a person who's at a standstill. You know, they don't even know what to do. They don't know what actions to take, what direction to go, not taking action at all. And it's because of the sticky situation that they caused, which is why they're this Two of Swords trying to make a decision, but having a hard time sticking to a decision because they feel like they still lack clarity on something. And I feel like they lack clarity on who it is that they're really meant to be with. Their heart is calling out for their past lover, but their logic is telling them, why not give this new person a chance? Why go back to the past just because of familiarity? In clarity of the Two of Swords, you do have the Seven of Wands. So really what I'm seeing, excuse me, really what I'm seeing here with the Seven of Wands is a person who felt stuck. And what they didn't realize, whether this was you or your person of interest, what they didn't realize is that this entire situation happened because of their approach. Typically, when the Seven of Wands comes out, it's saying change your approach. The approach that you've been using in this situation has just made the situation worse. So go another route, use a different method. Right? And I feel like their approach, what they were doing, what this partner was doing was like continuing to go back and forth between the new and the past person. And so they were growing memories with both people, and that was just making it hard for them to choose between those both people, if that makes sense. All right. So let's look at the present. What's happening presently? You have the Four of Pentacles, Nine of Swords, Queen of Swords. Four of Wands, Ace of Wands. Right. So what's happening presently is that partner has made a decision. In the past, they were struggling. In the recent past, it's not that they were struggling to make the decision, but they were struggling to go about their decision because they knew that they really caused a mess. And so presently, it seems like with the Four of Pentacles, they're trying to attract their past lover, which is, like I said, this could be you, Scorpio. I feel like at this point, this reading is for my Scorpios where a past lover who left you and who started a new relationship has left that new relationship to come back to you. Or this is for my Scorpios where your person has left you for someone from their past, okay? Just to clarify, I feel like now we can pinpoint who this specific reading is for. Sorry about that, you guys. It was kind of slanted. I always struggle with keeping it balanced, but Four of Pentacles. Now, this is the partner where they have their mind made up and their decision is to make things work. Okay? Their decision is to make things work. But the thing is, with whom? Ooh, look at what's on the back. Four of Cups. Four of Cups represents rejection. Five of Cups. Yeah. Their decision is to make things work with their past lover, okay? Because they've left the new lover for their past lover. They're trying to, regain their confidence. They want their past lover to recognize them, to remember that they have potential, see the potential of this connection. I know that things ended in the past, but I hope that you still see the potential and the value of this connection. There's a little bit of not even a little bit, let's be honest. There's major selfishness with this partner here that we've been talking about, because you can't just go between two people, leave one person for the other, and then leave the other person to go back to the person that you initially left. It's a mess. It's a messy situation. And I feel like it could have been avoided if, everyone makes mistakes, but I feel like it could have been avoided if this particular partner would have just stayed by themselves after the separation and heal first before going into another relationship or a new relationship. And unfortunately, a lot of people don't like to be alone, so they end up causing this kind of mess. But in clarity of the Four of Pentacles, you do have the Four of Wands. And so the Four of Wands does represent redemption. This is a serious commitment here. This is two people getting married, right? And so this partner, what they're wanting to do is to reunite with their past lover and to say, you know what? I know I made a mistake. I know I caused many problems, okay? But we can make this work. If you see here, this couple, they're celebrating their wedding day, but they're showing us these 4 wands to say, hey, yes, we're getting married, but it wasn't easy getting here. We had a lot of obstacles to overcome, and because we were able to stick together and overcome those obstacles, here we are redeeming ourselves and redeeming this connection. All right, so that's the mentality that this person has, where they're wanting to pretty much reconcile with their past lover. You do have the Ace of Wands. So the Ace of Wands is saying they have their mind made up. They understand that there's a blockage because of their indecision. They caused a mess, and because of that mess, there's a lot of obstacles, but they feel like they have the solution. They feel like they have all the resources to overcome those obstacles and to reconcile with their past lover. Remember what I said? I think I showed you that 4 of Cups that was at the back of the deck. And I was like, 4 of Cups represents rejection. Well, I'm not shocked because look what came out, 5 of Cups. So I feel like someone did get rejected. So Scorpio, a past lover could have came back to you and you rejected them. Or Scorpio, this is for my other Scorpios, where they left you for a past lover, but the thing is they got rejected. That past lover rejected them. The 5 of Cups is crying over spilled milk. Okay, it's like all of their hope, these 3 cups have spilled over. All of their hope, everything has been spilled over. So they feel like they don't have a chance anymore to get what they want, most likely due to them being rejected. What they don't understand is there's 2 more cups standing right behind them. If they would just stop crying over spilled milk, stop being so stuck on the past relationships, stop being so stuck on it. If they would just turn around and see these 2 cups here, they would realize that there's still hope. And if it's not with the past lover, it's most likely with that new lover, right? So next you have the 9 of Swords. Clarify the 9 of Swords. Page of Swords. Six of Swords. Oh. So let's pull out one more. Ace of Cups. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. This is like... So with the 9 of Swords, this partner here is really hurting. I mean, this is sleepless nights. You guys can see it for yourself. If you look at this tarot artwork here, this person can't even sleep at night, and it's because they've really messed up. Like, they try to go back to this past person to correct their mistakes, to reconcile. They were rejected. And they did all of that and ended up hurting that new person who really didn't deserve that. Now they got rejected by the past person that they want. And now they're like, maybe I should have stayed with the new person. Maybe it wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth sabotaging that new beginning with my new person to go back to the past. This person really messed up, and they are aware of it. In clarity of the 9 of Swords, you have, I believe it was the Page of Swords that came out first. You have the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is a person who's having a hard time moving on from the past. They're simply having a hard time moving on from their past mistakes. And every time they try to correct their past mistakes, they make even more mistakes. You know what I'm saying? Which is why sometimes it's just easier to let go of the past. If you messed up in the past, just keep it pushing. You know, say your apologies, especially if you hurt someone from your past, apologize to them. But oftentimes you don't have to rekindle the past or a person from the past, you know? So with this Page of Swords here, it's just them reflecting on their mistakes, and it's really haunting them. It's tormenting them. So you do have the 6 of Swords, and the 6 of Swords is telling me that now they're wanting to go back to that new person. But the 6 of Swords is a warning message. The 6 of Swords is saying, dude, you really messed up both connections. You know what I'm saying? Like, you really, now you want to go back to that new person, but look at the damage that you caused. Now you want to continue the connection with the new person, but you already caused so much damage. And you sabotage something good and something new. And so the Six of Swords is saying you can try to continue it, but you need to make drastic changes or else it won't work. Okay, drastic changes as in you need to heal. You need to heal yourself and heal this new person that you really hurt. Lastly, you have the Ace of Cups. The thing is, that new connection was a divine opportunity. It was a grant, a divinely orchestrated connection. But unfortunately, this partner was too stuck in the past to even recognize it. You see the Ace of Cups and like the dove and the cross here. It's a divine grant. It's saying, here's a new connection for you. But unfortunately, that partner couldn't see it that way because they were still stuck on someone from their past. But a grant is a grant, and the opportunity is still here for them to go back to that new person. That's what the Ace of Cups is saying. Hence, that's why I said in the Five of Cups, look at these two cups. There's still hope. Okay? So you have the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is clearly the energy of the new person, where she is just, she is not happy. Or he's not happy. These cards are not gender specific. They're just energies. So yeah, with the Queen of Swords, this is a person who's very cutting, very hurt. She's mean. She can be cold-hearted, but it's because she's been hurt. It's because she's been heartbroken. And for this partner to think that they can just go back to that new person after betraying her for no reason, she didn't deserve it, or they didn't deserve it. I keep on saying she because it is a queen, but like I said, these are just energies, so you can apply it to your situation the way that it is. But the Queen of Swords, it's an individual that's hurt, and that's why she has her sword up, because she's waiting for that person who hurt her, who left her, to come towards her so that she can give them a piece of her mind for hurting her. In clarity of the Queen of Swords, you have the Sun card. Okay, so this partner who was so indecisive is no longer making this Queen of Swords happy. There's no happiness here. The Sun card is clarifying the Queen of Swords. The Sun card is explaining why this individual has the energy of the Queen of Swords, why this individual is hurt and defensive and cutting and mean. It's because she's unhappy. She thought that this partner was her happiness, but he left her for someone from his past. Or like I said, this could be for the Scorpios where your person, or it could be you, but your person left you for someone in their past, and now they want to come back to you. Wow. So in clarity of the Queen of Swords, you do have the King of Swords. So they're the partner here that we've been talking about throughout this whole reading. They're the King of Swords as well. They're hurt. Okay, because they finally had this wake-up call that, man, I really should have stayed with that new person. I should have given it a chance. So now they're so certain, but now they're being rejected. And now they're defensive because they're being rejected. See this? King of Swords, Queen of Swords. It's a couple here. They're angry with each other. Lastly, you have the Three of Pentacles. So all of this dissatisfaction is really because of a third-party influence. Hence, this partner going back to the past, allowing the past to constantly have influence over their potential connections. allowing a past lover to intervene in their new relationship. So we're just going to go ahead. We will be talking about the future. We'll be revealing your future spread in the extended reading. But the extended reading can be viewed on my website. It is $4.99 to view the extended reading. The link to the extended reading on my website is in the description box, okay? So I really do hope that this reading helps you guys to get a better understanding of your situation for those of you where it resonated. If it didn't resonate, don't worry. I post these readings like every month, so hopefully by this is July, August, hopefully the August relationship profile reading will resonate. But this is a general reading. So if you want a more, personal, in-depth reading about your own situation, then I would recommend getting a private reading with me. I offer a variety of private readings of all prices. So just check on my website. Like I said, the link to my website where you can book the private reading or view the extended reading, the link is in the description box, okay? So thank you guys so much for your support. Please go ahead and like, comment, or subscribe to my channel to support my channel. You guys, please be safe out there. I wish you guys the best and you have a great day.